Welcome, we are the Classical Horsemanship channel. We are a barn that's located in Fort Collins, Colorado, and we have 35 acres that's nestled right up against the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. In this channel, we aren't gonna show you work that's always perfectly polished. So we think that it's important to show the process of training horses, that horses are living, thinking, feeling beings, and they're not always gonna have perfect days. So what you'll see on this channel is the work that we do with these horses. A lot of our horses have had lameness issues or behavior issues that made it so that they couldn't work in regular training programs. So some of these horses you might see might be a little bit more active on the bit. They might have some stiffnesses and they might have a little bit of lack of cadence sometimes. But we're not trying to show you a perfect product. We're trying to show you what we do with these horses. So we try to bring out the beauty in each of these horses and have compassion for them and get them to understand how to communicate with us in a language that not only we speak to the horse, but that the horse can also speak to us. And through this language, not only do our horses become healthier, happier, and more supple and better riding partners, but they also become better friends because they're able to talk to us and we're able to listen to them. On this channel, you can expect to see training videos and also videos about the fun community that we have here. The style of riding that we do is French classical dressage, which makes us sound way snootier than we are. That the type of training that we do is a very old style of dressage. So it's different than modern competition dressage. That the horses that you see here all do their own version of high-level work. It may not win them any blue ribbons, but it's their own version of dancing. The type of training that we do to get them to do that is a much older way of doing dressage. So we represent a few different lineages, but a lot of the aids that we teach and use come from the golden age of equitation, which predates the French Revolution. So during this time, the horses were very prized, the riders were nobility, and the education of the rider was about 10 years, and they put a lot of work into the horses, and the horses were very treasured. You'll see some videos on this channel that tell you about why riding changed and that now we live in a time where we can decide how we want to work with our horses. On this channel, you'll be hearing us refer to work in hand a lot, and a lot of people, especially in the United States, don't know what work in hand is. Work in hand is a type of groundwork where you are connected to the horse, either through a cavesson or through a bridle. The reason that we do groundwork this way is because it trains our horses how to carry the weight of the rider before we put them up. The conventional training for groundwork is typically liberty work and some sort of round penning. That can be great if you have a really wild horse, but long term that isn't going to train the posture of your horse. So unless you have a really expensive horse, most horses don't carry themselves in a way that is going to be healthy for them when they have a rider up. And so through work in hand, we are able to ask our horses different questions in order for them to find a healthy posture to carry the weight of the rider. And the thing that I love about work in hand is that it gives me tools to be able to fix things from the ground so that I don't always have to fix them from the saddle. And the benefits of being able to fix them from the ground are not only that you risk falling off or something like that if it's an extreme behavior problem, but also that you're able to see your horse's legs and start to get a map of how horses move. If you want to go beyond this channel and learn more, we have a course that you can buy online. It's called the Harmony in Hand course, and you can check out the link in our bio. I have been studying classical riding for almost 14 years. Before finding classical riding, I did all kinds of different disciplines. I started out growing up showing and learning riding lessons at hunter jumper barns. I did some eventing. I did working cattle. I was around a lot of cowboys and helped them start horses. I have done a lot of trail riding, so I've done lots of different disciplines. Before finding classical riding, I did a lot of natural horsemanship, which I liked because I found that it was better than the conventional riding that I had been taught growing up in the hunter-jumper barns. The thing I didn't like about natural horsemanship is that I still didn't feel like I was allowed to be friends with my horse. I still, especially around penning, felt like I was trying to make the horse fear me, which never really set right with me. The other thing I found I had a hard time with in natural horsemanship is that my horses would only get to a certain level and then stay there, that I was never able to get upper level work, and I had always wanted to learn how to do upper level work, but I never wanted to replace my horses or have the budget, or did I have the budget to buy more expensive horses. So I was lucky enough in May of 2012 to meet my late mentor Craig Stevens, and he was the one who introduced me to classical riding and classical horsemanship. The first time I heard him lecture, he was the first person who ever told me that I could be friends with my horse again, and that I didn't have to necessarily buy a more and more expensive horse to be able to do upper level work. He taught me that it wasn't me or my horses that was broken, that it was the training system, the modern training system that was broken. And he is the one who taught me how to communicate well with my horses and listen to my horses, and also gave me a very clear roadmap on how to place the weight on each of the 4 feet and control how fast and slow my horse goes. And with those communication skills and that understanding, you're able to start to answer your own training problems. So that's a little bit about my background. I have been, like I said, I taught a little bit on and off when I was younger, but I always felt like I didn't know why I could get things to work, why sometimes I could get things to work and other times I couldn't get things to work, why I could get things to work and the horses' owners couldn't get things to work. So I never thought I was going to become a professional trainer. But when I met Craig, he was the first person who told me that I could be a professional trainer, and also gave me very honest and clear answers that made me feel like I would be able to pass on the knowledge that I had to somebody else, instead of just having it be a hodgepodge of different cues and aids and basically having it be guesswork. That he taught me how to think logically to train our horses, and that's the same way that I try to pass on that knowledge and logic to my students.